Hey y'all. Hey Beefy, ACC, hey Millie Rob. Now, I would be, hey Joy. Oh, you welcome. We got to do it again. Now, I know y'all just heard John Frank live and what he said about me, right? And it's crazy because nobody informed him about the shit he was saying that I've never shown or spoke about. It's all been shown and spoken about. I'm not going to downplay the whole. He said a lot, so I'm gonna jump around because he jumped around. Um, and I'm gonna start with the whole. It's funny, right? Because it's crazy because a lot of people he fuck with be the main ones over here looking at them deals. They're not gonna say nothing, but they've even purchased some of the shit I've posted. I don't post expensive things. My whole goal is for parents who may not have a lot of money or even grown-ups who may be going through it financially to be able to have something new on, to be able to put something new on their feed or make sure that their kids is clean if they're going through some type of financial bind like what he is. Now the motherfuckers don't know if this is my house. Camera been on in the same apartment the whole motherfucking while, right? You brought up kids. Make sure you know that now. You brought up kids, right? You say I brought up your mother. You shouldn't have been talking to me in the first motherfucking place. Number one, stop trying to make it like somebody did something bad to Vaughn up under the motherfucking comments, motherfucker, because that ain't what the fuck happened. Jamila stated a fact. You tried to dox her grandmother. You did dox her, from what I understand. It just wasn't the one that was in question. You talked about her kids, her parenting, and her motherfucking husband. And I said, true that. Stop fucking lying like I was over there. You said I was over there talking shit to you. And I put laughing faces because she said, suck your mother. That's patois. That's like saying fuck you, nigga. It is. That's what it means. It means fuck you. You motherfuckers think y'all can violate whoever y'all want and they not supposed to say nothing. You talking about you wasn't saying nothing. Tell me or I'd be shady you. Bitch, I ain't called your name over here. The same nigga that just had Vaughn on a panel trying to bait her into attacking me during the time that she was supposed to be on a spiritual journey. Just not too motherfucking long ago. And that's when she told you I never did that to you behind the scenes. Fuck is you talking about? Then you mentioned me recently. You just jumped on your wall and said I let Michi play in my face and I was a glazer. You stay talking about me. And I stay not saying a motherfucking thing. What the fuck is you asking, Vaughn? What's my issue with y'all over there for? Who the fuck is y'all? Because I speak to every person over there but you. I don't fuck with you. And you got a problem with that. Stop trying to switch and bake that shit. I'm mad you don't fuck with me or whatever the case may be. No, what you're used to is violating black motherfucking women and they bury a hatchet and be cool with you. That's what the fuck you used to. One little ass incident, because they say over that one little thing. Yeah. That one little thing. Sometimes, especially when it's coming from a motherfucking man. All that gremlin talk, that ugly talk, you better know you very stereotypical. This is the thing. The shit he say about black women is very motherfucking racist. Y'all talking about what I said about ICE, but this motherfucker put up, I be begging for food stamps and Section 8. Why? Because I'm dark skinned? That's racist. He's stereotyping me. Just like he stereotyped Vanya. She stand on corners with bottles and all this type of shit, knowing she told him she was just joking. Now he said he could have made a lot of jokes about me, but it would come up, but it would be racist. It would be racist because it's racist. That's why. Because the things you want to say about me got shit to do with my hair texture and my complexion. You stay coming at a black woman's hair motherfucking texture. You think your motherfucking girlfriend look better than everybody because she light skin. Who the fuck you calling bullhead and she need Rogaine? Puerto Rican don't mean long hair. Now, I ain't know we was this mad. I mean, he was talking about me popping pills and shit, so I guess we was just talking and popping shit. I ain't know we was supposed to get this serious and mad with it. You shouldn't have been fucking with me to begin with. Cause you do it motherfucking stop. I don't say nothing. Hey Shay, hey April, sorry if I miss anybody. I don't say nothing. But the truth is the truth. And the truth is, you wrote under there, she's my favorite right now. Jamila says she your favorite right now after you did this, and that. And I simply agreed with that. But he got over there and lied and making us look like I've been doing a lot of things to him or shading him. I barely go live. And when I do, where the fuck did you get shaded at? If I'm talking shit about somebody and then apply it to you, that's not my motherfucking fault. I'm not going to jail. I thought I was, but I'm not. In order for you to speak about jail or any fucking thing else, that's something I came up here and was transparent about. Like how you was transparent and showed the way you live when you cut that motherfucking camera on. You talking about my parenting skills. If your mother, and see, you talking about your mother got this going on now. Why she ain't take you with her? Why you ain't never on no motherfucking trips? Why she ain't buy you no car? Why she ain't buy y'all some decent furniture? You talking about I put together motherfucking dressers with popsicle sticks. My son bedroom set or fucking Wayfair. Your child is in a toddler bed, the plastic kind that make it so bad. At his age, my child been in a twin size bed since he was 1 year old. His gift on his first birthday was to do his nursery into a big boy motherfucking room, and he ain't slept in that shit a day yet. Are you crazy? Ever thinking you could compare lifestyles with me, boy? I never put my mouth on nobody's lifestyle because I know it's unfair. And I knew putting my mouth on your lifestyle, knowing I don't live that way, I know that's unmotherfucking fair. You talking about your girl don't qualify for food stamps, so why she qualify for the projects then? If she don't qualify for food stamps, why she don't qualify for a badass condo? How you know I'm out here begging for Section 8 and food stamps? You're damn right I want it all. Who in the fuck out here begging to pay for rent? Who the fuck out here begging to go to the store with motherfucking cash? No wonder y'all was in that motherfucking grocery store that day when you had the little paper in the cart and y'all had bags because y'all had to walk in the cold to get motherfucking home, and y'all had a box of cereal and a can of this in the motherfucking cart because y'all had to use the motherfucking calculator to make sure y'all wasn't overspending the last $20 in your motherfucking pocket. Bitch nigga, I ain't never ever had to go half on a motherfucking donation, huh? Fuck wrong with you? You better ask about what the fuck I really do behind the scenes. I run my mouth back there and I cash out back that bitch too. You might want to come back, get back there with me, motherfucker. Hold on. You brought up kids and clothes, right? You brought up, he called me a Reebok bitch, y'all. This nigga called me a motherfucking Reebok bitch. Oh my God. Because I posted those shoes for other people who may not have it for the expensive things. And I throw a pair of Reeboks on my feet in a minute. But that's not something that I've worn up here. I'm so fucking confused. This nigga sat in the room and I ain't say nothing. Arguing with JJ, he sat in the room and pulled up 4 pairs of sneakers. A pair of red 5s that looked like it was 2 left shoes. They were so motherfucking worn the fuck out. And some fucked up ass Charles motherfucking Barkley's that he wore constantly. Them was his good shoes he put on to go outside and walk down the street to the bodega and to the motherfucking laundromat and to every motherfucking where he go. He threw them shits in the camera. That was a disgrace to me. I felt bad for you. Right then and there, I didn't even find it funny no more that nigga was dragging you and arguing with you. I said, nah. And I might even have a text message where I said, I don't think that's funny. Like he going through something. That's not fair. That's not fair for me, knowing I live how I live and what I could show when I cut this camera on. That's unfair for me to be arguing with you over lifestyle shit. I'd rather keep it on some YouTube shit because I know that shit is unfair, which is why I never came out there and did that to nobody. Because I know what it's hitting for real. That's not fair. I can't stand that's what I can't stand. I can't stand for a person to get in a certain position and try to drag people who's not in that position yet, right? So that's like me saying, which I'm gonna say it now. You ain't got no car. You broke ass. You ain't got no car. You ain't got no car. You walking. I just got a car yesterday, but now I'm out here dragging people who ain't got a car. So I don't like doing shit like that. I don't like comparing lifestyles and shit. But just know that bitch started it, right? You brought up my motherfucking parenting skills. Yeah, I've been in jail, but I was in jail before I was a motherfucking murder. Before I was a motherfucking mother, not murder. Lord, let me not say that. I'm reading OG murder. Notification just came through my phone. But anyway, I was in jail before I even became a mother. So what the fuck that got to do with you? You don't know what the fuck I was in there for. It ain't about me being gangster. It has nothing to do with me being gangster. Going to jail is not gangster. That shit is not fun. But I tell you what, if they lock me up today, I'm going to hop on that bench. I'm going to get me a blanket and curl up till it's time for them to call my bail. And it ain't going to be a public defender. Okay? Have you ever had an attorney? You ever had, you ever fought one of them cases? Any case you talking about your mother ain't never been to jail? Well, I don't know why. I don't know that lady. I don't give a fuck about her. I don't give a fuck about you being mad. I spoke her up. You shouldn't be talking to me, period. Back to what I was saying, right? Did you? And y'all wrong. Y'all in the bushes. All of y'all over there dead ass wrong. Because I know every last one of y'all seen my son clothing horse. I know every last one of y'all was in my life when I went in his room and showed his sneaker collection more than once. I know every last one of y'all seen that shit. And nobody said, John Frank, don't do that. Y'all let him do that because y'all know what I was going to say. And I wasn't even going to say nothing because I'm like, these people was there when I showed all that shit. You talking about, did you just say, I forgot how he said it. I brought my son some sneakers. My God, on today, you brought your son a pair of ugly ass navy blue New Balance and he had them on since the day you brought him. My son still ain't repeat an outfit yet and he been in school since the end of September. He repeated a pair of sneakers or two, but it was very hard to do that too because the newer ones don't fit yet because I try to buy a half size up. Not the end of September, the end of August. Mine been in school since the end of August and probably only wore the same pair of pants twice. So I ain't going to hold it to you. I'm not going to hold you. You probably haven't been in them lives. Maybe you haven't. It's funny you seen them Reebok wall posts. But you didn't see the post of the sneakers that I posted that ain't even touch my feet. When you came up here and had to prove you had name brand sneakers, you had wore every last pair of them. And you even held up a pair that belonged to your bitch. You held up a pair of them like, all right, she got these, so I'm going to show these, and them shits was garbage as well. So you mean to tell me you started posting sneakers and shit, you big fucking dummy? I don't go screenshot shit that show up in the ads on Facebook, you big fucking dummy. This is not a style competition. It's just showing other people how to save money. What I had to stop doing was posting. I love to stop posting things that I like. So things that I think are ugly, I post that because what I think is not my style may be the next person's style. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody might have a taking care of their mother or their father with dementia or something, and they love putting older people on them little Reeboks and soft shoes and things like that. How fucking whew, I'm lightheaded because I just can't believe you would even think about coming out your fucking mouth to me to talk money. Money? Money? You better have more than me. I do. That's why I never mention things like that. Everybody up here has attacked the way you live. That's the last thing I wanted to do was attack the way you live. But you got on that motherfucking live and tried to pull some shit like that. What is wrong with you? Like, and I could tell you was drinking something. Are you okay? You want to talk about me saying something about your motherfucking mother? You love the fuck out your mother. Bitch, I love me. And I motherfucking love me. And I'ma defend me every motherfucking time. I was not bothering you. You been one that motherfucking smoke for some reason. Feminine as fuck with it. That's some feminine ass shit. You are, and don't sit here and say, I came under Jamila post. When that's my motherfucking sis, that's my motherfucking friend. At the end of the day, you shouldn't have been under there. Why? How do you even see our stuff? You shouldn't have been under there. How dare you tell me I came somewhere and not minding my business and you shouldn't have been over there? She didn't tag you, nigga. She didn't even tag Vaughn. She just made the post. At least I don't remember seeing her tag Vaughn. Stop trying to make Vaughn think we got some type of issue with her. You thought we was cool. We is cool. And guess what happened? When Jamila said what she said, I agree because it was the truth. So you doxed her grandmother. You harassed the fuck out of her. You talked about her husband. You talked about her kids. You were late into her for absolutely no reason at all. Just because you got up one morning and felt like laying into her. See, because I was there behind the scenes with her when it happened. It was me. Every motherfucking time. So what the fuck is you talking about? You and don't no motherfucking body else get to tell me who to associate with. I'm friends with JJ and I'm friends with this one because I'm cordial to people on motherfucking YouTube. Boy, fuck you. Fuck what you think. I'm hiding so much of my lifestyle, this, that, and the third, and I don't let these people come inside of my house with the motherfucking camera on. Certain shit, I can't. What I'm not gonna do, I ain't gonna say that either. Y'all should take a note on my book when it comes to that. You spoke about a meet and greet. I looked like I was about to go run track. I have never seen one picture of you, your girl, or your son where y'all was dripped out. Y'all had them North Faces. Y'all finally got a North Face last year. And the first sign of the wind blowing, y'all had them on in pictures this year. And it was about 60 degrees outside that night. My child feet ain't never touched the motherfucking subway. The oldest, yeah, he was born in New York. The little one, and he only went on the subway or a city bus up until he was about 1 year old. But the little one ain't never touched the subway nor a motherfucking city bus. If I don't want him to get on a school bus, he gets chauffeured. Whether it's in his daddy 2025 or whether it's in mine 2021. Okay? So you want to compare kids? You said you wasn't gonna talk about my kid, but you referenced it anyway. Y'all love talking about somebody parenting. I'm an ain't shit mother. You ain't shit for putting that little baby out in the motherfucking cold having to carry groceries home. Now you a ain't shit ass daddy for that. You a ain't shit ass daddy for him not having a decent place to sleep. That's unfair that he got to sleep in that little ass plastic bag. And you probably didn't even buy that from Walmart. That was secondhand. You want to talk about thrifting, bitch? Didn't you notice nobody tried to help you talk about that? Because everybody knows what thrifting is. Everybody knows that that is a thing. You got millionaires who thrift. You got millionaires who are millionaires from thrifting. You fucking ignorant bitch. Why didn't crypto buy you no car? Why didn't crypto stop you from going on Shein and cashing out on a bunch of irregular? Hasta la vista fiesta ass motherfucking too small, trifling ass, 100% polyester ass clothes. Why didn't crypto stop you from that? You ain't got no motherfucking crypto, bitch. You done cashed out when you hit $300 because you needed it. You went in debt through selling them raggedy ass motherfucking dolls. You had a little business going with that. Now let's talk about getting in business. This nigga motherfucker was getting drugged from his appetite to his motherfucking asshole. He ain't never seen me comment. He ain't never seen me represent anything concerning him. Pull that shit up. Find it. You ain't seen me. Oh, woo, woo, hooting it up when motherfuckers was dragging the fuck out of you, your teeth, your crocs. I ain't say nothing. Not only that, somebody asked me in the chat, what did I think of them crocs you was wearing? I ain't say nothing. So what the fuck is you talking about? You just made this manufactured ass beef up because you wanted to come for me because you want beef to go on with Von and us. That was your motherfucker way of letting it be known you wanted beef to go on with us. You thought that you was gonna start something with this shit, but you can't start something that's the truth. So for all of you motherfuckers who want to believe I went to Jamila Post starting with him, go read it and ask me where the fuck I started with him at, and ask me where I disrespected him, and where I violated him. Go find it. Because you got people forming opinions on some shit that they only getting one motherfucking side from. Who the fuck you talking about got a nigga take? You so stupid. You got a nigga taking care of you from jail. Do you know how stupid you sound? If I had a nigga taking care of me from jail, it's still more than what you do for yours. I don't give a fuck if he taking care of me from jail or out in the real world. Bitch, I'm provided for. Ain't that all that matter? You talking about my girl, you doing DIYs, watching art videos. My girl about to go to work now. More power to her. I'm not into the business of my feet hurting and catching buses to work. I'm into the business of, just like you said, watching arts and crafts, motherfucker, and then going to get my craving and going to the store getting the things they got to re-motherfucking make it. I'm not into the business of none of that. Fuck is you talking about? And the thing is, my lifestyle don't suffer from the fact that I ain't get up and went to work. Why should it matter? Did you say I was up here asking for help? You so fucking dumb. He took two different fucking situations and put it in one. Let me tell you what this nigga trying to drag about, child, okay? He's talking about, I told the people to pray for me because, you know, one of my cousins was going up for, he was locked up. You know, he had kind of got a lot of years and shit from a little murder situation, and I felt like he got railroaded. So I said pray because we trying to go for the appeal, and it's still in motion, right? Which is true, because that's how my niggas and my family give it up. And you said, do you want to take a street because you don't stop? I'm gonna say this: I don't think you a bad dad, so I'm not gonna take it street. Take it how you want. Food for thought. And then I came one day and I needed a lawyer. This was a whole damn near year later after I put the post about my cousin, right? I said, if anybody can find me a lawyer in New York with a retainer fee of no more than $2,500, I will give you $100 if they take this case. And boom, just like that, the comments came through. Hey Shay, hey y'all, everybody came in. And boom, just like that, they didn't even want the money. You could never. You couldn't even make a $25 donation without having an excuse. I gotta wait till payday. You talking about your girl about to get up and go to work. When the fuck do you go to work? You out here busting dead. You talking about I'm afford it, bitch. You need to scam. Cause you out here, all your little deals you trying to do is dead end. You argue up and down YouTube with everybody about how much money them the boo-boos was gonna make you. Now look, you giving them away for the free. All the crypto money down the motherfucking drain. Y'all want to bring up that ICE shit, but he put up a post saying Trump was going to take my food stamps. That's racist, since we want to go with what's racist. But y'all didn't see the post. He took it down, though. That's what made me go ICE and political, if y'all want to be motherfucking technical. So just like that left a bad taste in y'all mouth, that left a bad taste in my mouth. That he chose to say, I better do what I need to do because Trump is going to take my food stamps. Why do I gotta get food stamps? When you argue with certain other people up here, you never say things like food stamps and stuff like that. Why you always mention things like that when you arguing with the black woman? See, because I could play the racist card too, because at the end of the day, I never felt like you was racist or anything like that. I do know when I first got introduced to J4K, All of them over there was telling you to shut the fuck up. Since we talking about who's scared or who don't stand up, they was telling you to shut the fuck up because they just let you back in the community from blacking your ass out, and you had to beg to get back in that bitch. You talking about who you don't respond to. When I heard a nigga son the fuck out of you on your fucking panel when y'all was speaking on transgenders and shit, and before that grown black ass man dropped down, you made it right with him. I don't want no issues with you. I just want to make sure we're good before you leave. Suck my dick. Find you somebody in your motherfucking tax bracket to motherfucking bang with, nigga. I don't take my mother. You talking about, bitch? You talking about flights? Your mother take flights. How many flights your son been on? My son been in Disney World 3 years in a motherfucking row. Let's do that. Let's go kid for kid out this bitch. I do a motherfucking haul showing all my son's sneakers. Mind you, I'm not showing old shit. It's a haul. He subbed me on that shit. My son gets straight A's. And he's the top of the reading class. That's what the truth is. Blah, blah, blah. My son changed my car oil yesterday and fixed my brakes. And he only 8. My motherfucking son gave me a tune-up and he only fucking 8. Wah, wah, wah. Every time it's time to bring that materialistic shit up, everybody want to go educational then. They don't want to go material for material, bank for bank, policy for motherfucking policy. They don't never want to do that. Bringing up motherfucking Vonnie and shit. You bringing up ladies that I have no issue with. Why? Trying to kick up dust where there is none. Trying to bait shit that is not baitable anymore. I don't do the drama anymore. So don't tell me who the fuck to ignore and who the fuck to respond to. I do what the fuck I want to do when I want to do it. Everybody up here done ducked some type of smoke before. Quit fucking playing with me. Everybody up here done been drugged and said they ain't clapping back before. Or I'm leaving it alone. Or I ain't got nothing to say. I'm paying so and so dust. Everybody done did that shit on this bitch. Plenty of people done took their page down from being in smoke and say, yeah, hey, I'm done with this, I'm out. Plenty of motherfuckers done did that. You got all this beige rage for motherfucking little old me. Somebody who just been over here minding her business, not saying nothing, and damn sure won't fucking with you. If your son walk in my son's room right now, he ain't never gonna want to leave. He gonna feel like he in Disneyland in the Wonderland. I only showed one part of my child room. I haven't even showed the other part. Y'all done been up in my child closet. Let's just be clear, dummy. When you showed that closet that looked like it was an earthquake going on, because that's what I thought when you sat in that motherfucking raggedy ass chair in that empty ass room holding up sneakers with dog hair hanging from the bottom of them because you done warm so much. One thing about New York, y'all, when you touch the grounds in New York, your feet get so nasty underneath. I hate that. You come home with all types of black gum and shit up under your sneakers and shit. So you got to be careful when you do that. He got hair hanging up from under them old ass sneakers he holding up in the air and throwing them over his shoulder like he got something to throw. All that shit old, and you wore the fuck out of it. Because one thing about me, all my retro Jordans that may have came out 2 years ago and shit, they old, but they haven't been worn like that. You get a new pair and you in every fucking picture you take with them. Same motherfucking hat. You still wearing the same hats from last motherfucking winter. And then you turned around and showed that closet with clothes in it that you had since high school. Well, you never finished high school because you ain't got no GED. You want to talk education? You was the one dragging Von for not having a GED, and the whole time you ain't had one either, bitch. I do, though. I graduated high school, motherfucker. And graduated CNA certified. We did CNA when we was in 12th motherfucking grade. I was a CNA at 19 years old. My first motherfucking job, I made more than your mammy. Where is she? Show her. You're so proud of her. She thinks she know my bit. No, that was not me thinking I know your business. That was just me doing what you was doing to me. Fucking with you, just like you was fucking with me. You don't get to come out here and swing all over me and then tell me it's boundaries to the way I motherfucking hit you back. Kiss my ass. So then we peer into the closet. He was brave to go over there and show us that closet. And I thought it was an earthquake because there was so many, the fucking shelf was buckling and they had a bunch of clothes in there, which you know they old clothes. You could look at it and see. The thing is, you would never see my closet that full because when shit get old, it gets out of here. I don't play that. I can't build up that many clothes in my closet because I don't like holding on to shit. I don't gotta hold on to shit. I shop too much for that. I coupon too much for that. This nigga said he ain't posting $3 sneakers. You got to be a dumb motherfucker. I promise you, everybody in that chat and everybody in them bushes was saying you was stupid. On my mama. They was thinking you dumb for what you saying. They were thinking that. They ain't gonna say it, but they were thinking that. I don't want to talk about no Melly. I don't want to touch on any outside things occurring. I no, because the first thing I don't got nothing to say about that. I'm not a violent person. I don't plan to harm nobody outside of this app. Screen record that. I don't do things like that. He showed the closet and the fucking shelf looked like it was 2 seconds from falling. It's tired. It's tired of holding them old ass clothes. You ain't got a name brand pair of jeans to save your life right now. If you had to get your life saved for a name brand pair of jeans, you couldn't. Who the fuck you calling? What the fuck am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? You dick riding our meet and greet picture, so you went and found you a meet and greet to dick ride on? You dick ride, like how you know about all that? You dick riding that shit. We outside. Where you at? We outside. Oh, you on a city bus? You on a bus? Oh, cause I pulled up. And when I pulled up, flyer than the motherfucker. Hand her a stack of motherfucking money, cause that's what I do at meet and greets. I don't buy liquor. I hand out money, motherfucker. Or I sponsor a whole fucking event. Ask about me. You want to talk money? Oh, okay. Look at their meet and greet. Looking like she was about to go run track. What the fuck did you look like you was about to go doing? You look like you know what you was dressed like when you had them shorts when you tried to put them down from Shein when they was dragging them up on UP panel and it said it was windows up there or dragons or some shit like that. I'm like, who shorts got dragons? I didn't know they was talking about you. I thought you knew better to wear some motherfucking shorts with some dragons and then try to come up here and have a fashion roast. My baby father, I don't even know who my baby father, the fashion prince, nigga. You better ask about that, nigga. Your money, you never touch his motherfucking money since we comparing shit. Your clothing, your shoes, never, ever, 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 ever. That nigga could go to jail right now and I'ma be straight for the whole time he in there until he get out. If you get locked up today, can your baby mama stop working and be a stay-at-home mom? Because that's what I am. I'm a stay-at-home baby motherfucking mama. Me and my son father ain't together, and he still make sure this household straight. He take care of his family, his families. You trying to drag me for not going to work because your baby mama goes to work, but you don't go nowhere except for the free events. What event did you take your child to that you had to pay for to get in? I don't go to the free zoo that they bring to the projects. I bring my son to the motherfucking Bronx Zoo. We don't go to dirty ass New York beaches. We go to the aquariums and shit. Everything you motherfucking do freaking. I don't I don't understand. Yeah, free event like they don't it ain't never paid for nothing. He might have paid for that tacky ass, raggedy ass, paid a couple dollars for that tacky ass boat they went on. Everybody was dragging that crochet. I did not even know up until recently what the crochet jokes was about. People kept saying, Tripta, you want to make me a crochet? Somebody must have made a joke that I was going to crochet an outfit. And I recently, like 2 weeks ago, was like, what's the crochet joke? And they say his girl had on a crochet two-piece. And I'm like, y'all want to know what I said? I said, why people dragging that? The crochets is in style. And the person was like, that shit ugly. I never got a chance to see it. What I seen was I seen like I think a cartoon thing of somebody making it, but I guess it had like red, white, and blue. I didn't get to see it, but I do know that the two-piece crochet things is in style. So I never seen that one. So I'm like, oh, I said that ain't funny. Like, them shits in style and shit like that. But I didn't know it was her thing. I just know I seen motherfuckers, him on a boat with a bandana tied around his receding motherfucking hairline. Who the fuck you calling ugly, bitch? I don't see your mouth wide open in none of them motherfucking pictures. You make sure you keep it shut. And even when it's shut, the top of your mouth is protruding out. Always got your mouth on the way a black woman look. Oh, sure. Yeah, I kept hearing the freshly knitted. So I did. I might have seen it. I did see it then. I did see it. I just didn't think it was a drag at the time because I'm like, it was red, white, and blue, right? Like a red, white, and blue. But I'm like, oh, those are in styles. That's what the girls is wearing. But if you want to be technical, they're really wearing the bikini style ones with the pants, the little booty shorts up under them, and then they got the crochet motherfucking pants. I would have never put nothing like that on. And if I did, you damn sure don't put it on with no sneakers. It ain't that type of thing. Fuck dental care is cheap. They do it for free at the universities. You could go to university and get it done for free because they have the students do it. You just got to be there early in the morning. I could post a schedule. I think they do it, and it's always flooded. Don't get me wrong, but they do it twice a year. Talking about somebody get food stamps like y'all house ain't at the max. My girlfriend don't qualify. What about you? You notice he ain't say I don't qualify. He said she don't qualify. What about you? If she's working and she's the breadwinner, the least you could do is go get y'all some food stamps. Because if you bragging about not having food stamps, you should shut the fuck up. Because that video you posted, you can tell y'all ain't have much to put in the cabinet. Good times. Ooh, James, the ground beef is on sale this week. We get to eat meat tonight. Face ass. A good father, since we're talking parenting, would have never had their child on camera addressing a grown-up from YouTube. Ain't shit funny about that. Ain't shit cute about that. And then y'all say shit like that. People don't want people talking about their family members. People don't want people talking about them, period, especially when they ain't fucking with them. I know it's nothing wrong with food stamps. I know it's nothing wrong with it. Mind you, dragging me for food stamps the way he drug Vaughn for food stamps, right? Went behind the scenes and was trying to call the state on her to tell on her that her husband is working and she gets stamps. That's you talking about slick behind the motherfucking scenes and trifling behind the scenes, bitch. You tried to take food out of her kid's mouth and out her house. Ain't no receipt of me ever doing no shit like that. Regardless of motherfucking race, creed, ethnicity, regardless of any of that. I ain't never went behind no scenes and tried to tap into somebody's livelihood like that and get their food stamps or their income stopped. That's how far your trifling ass go. And motherfuckers still sit with you. I don't judge them for sitting with you, but everybody always got their motherfucking mouth on who I choose to motherfucking sit with, even when I ain't speaking on it. The people that choose to sit with you choose to sit with you. Because that's all it is. They're sitting with you. You've been up here all these years and finally had a meet and greet and you gassed about it. And couldn't even invite someone into a nice place with nice glasses and nice china with a nice background to set your drink on and take a picture of and say, hey, I'm over here chilling at John Frank's house. Look at the ambiance. I seen a photo hanging on the wall, DIY. Who DIY that picture on your sunroom with that green hat hanging on the wall? Somebody should have DIY'd that. You would never see no shit like that. My son picture that he got of him in his room or whoever in this house is either on a painted portrait canvas or it's in a 25-30 picture frame blown up. Each picture I get developed, that's a 20 by 30 start at $39.99. I always get a coupon for 50% off, so I always get it for the 20 piece. Dragging someone for trying to get a deal on clothing, shoes, those things are high. And the way Trump is going, we all gonna be in a poorhouse. And you're damn right, they don't want none of us here. But when you address the motherfucking food stamp comments he made, them Section 8 comments he made, when you address that, don't just pick that ICE shit out that I said, because he started with the political shit and the Trump shit. He started that. Like he ain't one recertification away from living on the streets. Like if they take the food stamps away, him and his household won't be effective or some shit. Are you crazy? I'm black. I'm black. Why are you saying that about me? And I had ICE and I'm a Latino. And I'm like, you ain't shit. You don't fuck with black women. You call every black woman you get into it with ugly, which is crazy because you will call the next bitch black, ugly, gremlin, and you be talking about somebody that's shaped or skin color is similar to the ones you sit with. Similar to the ones you sit with parents. When it's the guys, their mothers are shaped like some of the black women you drag. Their mothers got the hair texture like some of the black women you drag. Dragging a black woman for having messy hair, but she got a head full of hair. Don't skip that part. Dragging someone because their hair was nappy, but they got a head full of nappy ass hair. I don't give a fuck what the texture is. If you got a head full, you got hair. The nerve. Y'all all, and this is crazy because since everybody like to say y'all letting a motherfucker that's not even our race. Nobody says nothing. Come for the queens, the black queens on this app. You can't tell him what to do, just like I can't tell people that I sit with what to say or what to do. But soon as we are on a link together and somebody about to say something out of pocket and we say no, or calm down, or UPS say no, Bam, don't do, or calm down. Oh, they sound, see what they doing? She ain't talk. What's wrong with just checking your people right then and there on the spot? But you motherfuckers can argue like a dog, right? Cuss each other out, nasty too. And motherfuckers say don't do this, hit a link, let's mediate it, don't do that. A motherfucker over here can't even make a post without people saying we into it behind the scenes with each other. And that don't even be the case. Nobody over here spoke about me an argument that took place, whether it was on my platform or over there in J4K. Nobody put their mouth on content on any of that shit. I got into it with who I got into it with for the reasons I got into it with them. Other than that, anytime somebody over there going at it, you don't see me hitting on motherfucking live button, putting my motherfucking 2 cents in on that. I don't give a fuck. You've been doing it for years. And when I said I won't gonna be up here doing it for years, that's what the fuck I mean. Jealous and hating. I didn't say you was hating on me. Can you read? What's wrong with you? Go point out where I said you hating on me. You said you a hater. I said hating on what exactly? So that's what my question to you. Answer me. What was I hating on exactly? What was it? I was waiting for a response. I would love to know. What the fuck was it? I need a list. What was I hating on that you have that I don't? Maybe I'll try to go get it. Am I hating on your car? Am I hating on the house you own? Am I hating on the furniture in your house? What am what exactly? When you call somebody a hater, you gotta tell them why they hating, ain't it? And don't, Shay. And don't. She didn't have to bring up my mother, my mother, my mother. You didn't have to talk to me at all. You went and made several different posts about me over me putting some 100 motherfucking emojis. So please stop trying to spin a narrative like I came out here under some type of post fucking with you. You use that as a reason to come out here and say what you wanted to say because it just wasn't enough beef for your miserable ass. You could get back on whatever type of shit you want to get on. Who the fuck you think scared? Bitch, I ain't scared of you. Yeah, and it's not she. Oh, and that's another thing. She asked a question, and see this the other shit he was spinning. A couple of people spent that like that because they don't pay attention. She asked one question about the support. She just verbatim, distinctively said, I could care less about a funeral party or a going away party. She said, I just want to know what's the problem with the support because I'm a supporter. She asked Vaughn one motherfucking question. How did that turn into everybody got a problem with a burial thing? Because I ain't give a fuck about that at all. And I wasn't offended. Because I bury bitches alive in my head every motherfucking day. It's a bunch of bitches that's buried right now. And they alive. They not dead. They alive. They in the dirt buried. So I don't give a fuck about a funeral party. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't speak death, any type of death over people. I just don't speak like that. But that right there, I wasn't offended by. So what's this y'all stuff? I didn't give a fuck about that shit. And then they cleared it up. They cleared it up and said they were burying the things that happened. So me, being a person that I am, a person that thinks logically, oh, they cleared it up. Okay, cool. Moving on. End of that. That's not what they meant. If I was offended by it, right? Because if you offended by it and they cleared it up and said, that's not what I meant. Okay, that's not what they meant. On to the next thing. But her post was about the support. Vaughn said she wasn't talking about Jamila. I fuck with you. I wasn't talking about you. But the word support, when you say supporters, that's including everyone. So she asked her a question. And I do believe, Millie, did she give you an answer? I do believe she gave an answer. It's over with. You up under post all these days late talking about ain't no motherfucking notification came through late, motherfucker. You just got in the mood. Finally borrowed you a couple of dollars to get a bottle of Henny and went motherfucking live. Popping your shit. Been getting drugged and mentioning lives for a whole entire month and ain't responding to none of that. And you come up here trying to violate me over a 100 and a true that emoji because that's exactly what happened. Since people sitting there taking what he say as gospel instead of coming to do the research and look for yourself. I said you hating on me. You ain't hating on me. You can't be. I will hope not. You a whole grown ass man. I will hope not. I used to fuck with her until I found out woo woo woo. I found out what I found out about you, but I was still fucking with you though because that happened with other people. That didn't happen with me. When you offended me is when I didn't fuck with you. You gonna sit up there and get mine on that piano while she was doing what she was doing. I wasn't the motherfucking topic, and there you go with my dick in your throat again. Stop jerking me off. Stop getting me hard because I never bust a nut. It's not fair. I got blue balls. Talking about somebody dusty. The dustiest one on this bitch. Pictures got dust just all over. Most I ain't hurt. Y'all wanna know what's crazy? Motherfuckers telling they so. Ain't nobody mention y'all since the Bad Bunnies. People don't mention y'all. Okay, so why you always got your mouth on me? If don't nobody, you just told, if no, I'm not mentioning nobody for sure. Everybody see that. So if nobody's mentioning me and I'm not mentioning them, why are you so mad? Spitting out a bunch of motherfucking lives that particular. All you can do is guess. Just like that was a motherfucking guess, and me guessing that your mother was a skin popper. That's the same thing. Just me, taking a shot and taking a motherfucking guess, because it's crazy that everybody, even over there, everybody over there knew everything you talked about. I have shown before. I don't know if that's your house. You could live with your mother. Well, everybody said you live with your mother. You also said you moved, but that was a lie. Because everybody says you live with your girl's grandmother. You have not. I ain't say you lived with that lady. You opened up your camera. You said that's your house, and y'all got your own. So regardless of if it was with her mother, this is the thing, y'all. Regardless if he lives with that girl mother or if they live by themselves, the point is that shit raggedy. You talking about a DIY, and I put dresses together with popsicle sticks, but you had an armoire in the motherfucking hallway. The oldest, old school type of cherry wood, vintage type of wood on that bitch that had to be given to you because they don't sell that in the furniture stores no more. And you coming for me talking about I put dressers on and popsicles. My DIYs are loved in this community and loved by the very people you sit with on a regular. Dragging someone trying to help others save money or attempting to, because that shit was a epic motherfucking fail. Hi, my mother never been to jail. Hey, you ain't gangster. You don't know what the fuck I've been to jail for, bitch. You don't know what my motherfucking charges is. The biggest charge is sealed, I tell you that. And that's the worst charge that I got. That motherfucking case is sealed. But that's not me up here. See, this the problem. Motherfuckers want you to come out here and tell what you be done or tell what you may be capable of. I would never get up here and tell you I'm coming. I would never get up here and say let's meet up and fight. I would never. I tell you what though, this go for any and everybody. If we ever had smoke, right? Hold on, let me get my lighter. If we ever had smoke and we decide to let it go and we decide to meet up, you better keep your eyes on me at all times and not trust me. I just might walk up and hit you dead in your shit. We gonna fight. And then I'ma say, okay, can we still go to lunch? You might say, no, bitch, fuck you. Or you might say, yeah, but, because now you can trust me. I got my shit off, what I've been wanting to do for you, to you. Violate my kids, violate my motherfucking family in very disgusting ways, violate me, wish that on me, whatever it is that you do. Make fun of me and something that I've been through medically, whatever it is you do. And that might be something you could call a snake move. I'm a sucker punch the shit out of you. Which means probably, hit you off guard and shit. And you might hit me back and we might start rumbling. But after we done rumbling, and I'm speaking on females, not male, y'all. I'm talking to the females. I don't fight men. I leave that to who I leave it to. But we could be sitting down. I might just have a motherfucking flashback and hit you at the motherfucking lunch table. Like, damn, my bad. I just remember you said this about me when we was beefing. Hopefully you won't get mad and we could shake it out and kumbaya and really walk arm in arm to lunch. That's what I'm hoping. Don't meet up with me if you violated me before and turn your head. You better keep your eyes on me at all. Don't turn your head. You could turn it. I may not hit you right then, but don't turn your head. I might see you, we do much and I don't ever touch you at all. I might not even touch you at all, but you better not trust me. This app has made it okay for people to violate people and nobody getting touched. And then as soon as it get taken off the internet, People come back here saying it wasn't that serious and why y'all do that. That was wrong. It'll be a whole petition trying to cancel the whole entire person because they took words from the internet and turned it into blood in the streets. Motherfuckers came up here with New Year's resolutions. I'm private and all my negative content. Everything positive from here on out. We're gonna do some positive things. They don't got, because this one he ain't like Vine. Vine and them, they don't got no. You go to their page right now, they don't got nothing positive. Whole time we did have positive lives up, which was just us talking, not doing anything. And then you go to his page and any page over there, and everything negative. But we don't have positive content. And then you put up positive content, right? They never know that because it's positive, so they don't watch it. What's the real issue? Because I know what it is. I just ain't gonna say nothing. Everybody in this chat and every motherfucker in them bushes know what it is. I don't give a fuck about nobody not liking who I choose to be around. I really motherfucking don't. I hit whoever motherfucking link I want to hit. Do y'all know something? Y'all know people get mad when certain people that they don't like link up together and hang out. People get mad at that. People get really mad at that, and they will attack you for it, but they will make up a reason for attacking you for it. People really get mad, sit back, because you are onto something positive. You are doing something that has nothing to do with shade and messiness, and they'll find a way to attack you. So his attack was not for him. His attack was on behalf of many people in his head. They probably didn't send them. Hey, Triple Sis. Hey, Sister Bims. And everybody that came in. I'm sorry. Hey, JJ. I'm sorry, you guys. Joy, I hope I spoke. If I didn't speak, I'm sorry. I'm not looking at the comments. I never seen so much hate over people that's actually practicing what the fuck they preaching. I said multiple times, I ain't gonna be doing this forever. And that's what I did. I'm not doing it forever because you can only argue about the same thing so many times. I stuck with that. Is that what you jealous of? That you just can't stick with positivity because you don't get the support? Well, newsflash, John Frank, none of us get the views and support when it's positive. The only time we get the views and the support is because that's the first positive live and everybody want to make it look like they down with the peace. So that's the first thing they do is run and support the peaceful live. But motherfuckers, especially you, ain't never know where to be found when they come to the real thing. Because I watch Proverbs. I love that series. mm, mm. I'm a fan of that series. That ain't got no support though. Them views be so low when the Proverb lives Von do. That ain't got no support. But I like them. Von, you should keep doing them. I know you said you're not confident with them and things like that, but keep doing them because it doesn't matter how many people viewing it. If you got 2 people that's taken from the Proverbs live, you did more than enough. My channel was called Driver last night. We had a boy just kicking the ball, but without talking. Yeah, and that's like, why would that anger anyone? Like, why would it anger people that you're not saying or doing anything? Because I'm not going to say anyone but him because he's showing signs of anger from unity. That's what I feel like. Because it hasn't been any of that. This little situation that occurred, ain't nobody get in the middle of that. What Jamila addressed was what directly offended her. And that was because when I used the term supporters, if you look at Jamila's post, you will see she ain't say shit about y'all wrong for the going away party. Y'all wrong for the funeral burial stuff. She said I could give a fuck less about that, but your motherfuckers ain't gonna point that out. I hope moms start back doing the Proverbs lives. Me too, Triple. Because here's the thing, right? This is how ignorant minded motherfuckers think. Because it was said before even to me. Well, you don't like me, so how is it you like my content? What? That's crazy fucking work. I don't have to like you to like what you do. I don't like Peach McIntyre, but I love to see her grocery shop. I love to see her, a black millionaire, a woman that's a millionaire, in the store showing people how to feed their kids. Nigga said I got mad kids, y'all. He right, I do. He said I have a baby every year. He right, I do. Thank you for confirming it. What's wrong with that? All of them taken care of, every last one of them. While you were like on me, I was listening to one ear and doing homework with my baby. Peach McIntyre will show you how to feed your 5, 6, 7 kids on a budget of $20. Can't stand Peach, but I do love those segments that she do. So please stop that. People can agree with people that they don't like. I don't have to like you to say, yeah, you right about that. You're talking about, and see, this is the thing. You kept bringing my name up in a negative notation, though. Y'all know she's in the right. Y'all know she's in the right. Who came out here and said she was wrong out of me and Jamila? Which one of us came out here and said, Vaughn, you wrong? I can't tell nobody else what to say, think, or do. Just like they couldn't tell you to shut the fuck up when you were spitting out all them motherfucking lies on me that they seen with their own eyes was facts. I did see somebody say, truth don't talk about mothers. It must be something deeper than that. You're right, but you got to ask him what it is. Cause I ain't said shit to him. You know where the deeper come in at? It comes in at because I'm chilling. I'm over here in my own little bubble, not bothering nobody, chilling with my motherfucking people. And he been wanting to start. You know he wanted to start because he the one who brought my name up on that motherfucking panel that night trying to get Vaughn to drag me, and it didn't work. He didn't know at that time. He thought me and Vaughn had smoke. So he tried to use her because he knows she will pop off hearing certain names. He tried to use her to drag me. And she said, well, truth is, didn't say anything bad about me. And matter of fact, John Frank, I tried to dox you and she wouldn't give me any, I tried to get her to help me to dox you and she wouldn't do it. Oh, well, I'm going to leave that alone then. You shouldn't have never got on it. What type of bitch ass nigga shit is that? That was some bitch shit. She's supposed to be your new friend, your new fave. If you know that that's what she was on, why would you try to take her into a conversation that was personal for her, affected her emotionally months and months ago, and try to bring her back into it? You asked her questions that have already been argued and answered in all of these lives. Not only fucking that, you call me all them liars only for you to say the truth is that she wanted that. Did she lie on you when she said that? Bust this bubble again. Nah, I did say that. I have forgot I said that. But you said all them lies and what you do behind the scenes. So she just kept bursting his bubble when it came to me till he finally just motherfucking stopped. Because he was trying to trigger something trifling as fuck. Because if he gave a fuck about her well-being and her mindset and where she was at, he would have never did no shit like that. Pay attention. Because if you want to talk about wine and relationships, nigga, you still don't like her. A couple of people still don't like her, but that's to go along to get along. You don't like her, but you get in your little group and y'all get to talking about how y'all gonna play people against one another and who y'all gonna use to come out here and be the mouthpiece. Who y'all gonna try to use to get behind the scenes, right? Against the people over here that you don't like, hoping you can get close to her and get some of our personal business, some of our personal information and business out of her. That's what that is. And not to insult her intelligence. I'm not saying she would do that. You feel me? Like she's just gullible enough to do that. I'm not saying that at all because that never really been her body behind the scenes when it goes to giving people information to dox or to harm you, like in a malicious way. Maybe gossip, and she may say something in a gossiping way, but never like, oh yeah, and this happened personal to her and that. But that's what you gunning for. You ain't got it yet. Because if you would have, you would have spoke some facts. Because none of that was it. Quit talking about that man in prison, and I don't know who you talking about. Where he at? And tell him to send me some more money. Ain't nobody in prison taking care of nobody. Them niggas ain't got no money in there. Well, some do, you know. Some really do. But ain't nobody got time for that. It would not, like that's you got somebody taking care of you from prison. What's wrong with that if he was? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with whoever I deal with taking care of me? What's wrong with that? It don't stop me from paying that motherfucking policy every month to make sure my motherfucking kids straight should something happen to me. Don't do that. It don't stop that. That's all that matters. Do crypto provide insurance policies in case something happened to you for your child? Do crypto provide the college fund where they triple and double your money every year? Well, that's the kind of policy I got. Also on my policy, I could up it every 2 years for $40,000. I don't do it. I ain't gonna. My son don't need all that goddamn money. Won't be out here. I'm just playing, y'all. But they don't. Neither one of them. They don't need. That's way too much money. Sometimes you could leave a kid with too much money, and they just end up. Woo. Look, I done seen it. Okay, you don't. Gerber, I don't got Gerber. I had it, but they shit garbage. But for the broke motherfuckers like you, Gerber only $2 a month. I remember paying 9 because I wanted the highest tier. I don't know about now because this was years ago with my first. Um, but I switched since then. I could have my agent call you and sign you up where you could get that one where every 2 years you could up it for your child, and then if something happened to you, they'll get all of that. They'll get over 100K. They'll get every last drop of it. But for you, I'll just say go with Gerber for now. The $2 a month. Well, I don't know because you be online begging for dollars for Hennessy, a Hennessy fund, the brokest shit I ever seen in my motherfucking life. You can't compete where you don't motherfucking compare. I'm not a hard-hearted person where I would get up here and constantly bash the way people is living just because I feel like there's people up here that own homes. I don't own a house. Some people own their houses. I salute shit like that. I'm trying to get like that. You understand? So it's not like I live better than every single person. Because let's be clear. There's bitches up here that own houses that don't give a fuck about no new clothes and sneakers. I rent, right? But I love my new clothes and sneakers. But I salute the motherfucker who may not always have the drippiest clothes and sneakers, but that motherfucking house nice inside. May not be dressed the best, but she own a motherfucking house. She got something to leave to her motherfucking kids or her grands. See, people don't think of that though when they trying to drag somebody when it comes to certain things. At the end of the day, that's yours. That's what you own when you turn that motherfucking key. So I'm never dragging somebody that own. I don't own no how. You got to keep your mouth off certain people for certain reasons, and keep your mouth off of them even when it is your season, because it took you too motherfucking long to get there. I was on my third. And see, let's not talk age either, because I'm 40. I had my own apartment at 20. I was on my third car at 20 years old. No help. Apartment fully furnished. The first 2 weeks, well, it might have been a little over 2 weeks because I had to wait for the delivery was like really long on my first apartment. I ain't lay up under my motherfucking mother roof and make no babies and fuck in the room. When I was fucking, I had my own. When I was fucking, that nigga had to take me to a hotel. When I was fucking, I went to that nigga motherfucking crib. Yeah, so it's not like April. So like I'm 40, right? So I'm not gonna knock a 25-year-old for not being on their third car and having a and not having their apartment at 25, because just because that was my story don't mean it needs to be your story. Just because that's the age I got it at don't mean that's the age you need to get it at. Just like some people say, people like the older people up here, we got a lot of elders that's messy as fuck, right? But who am I to say, hey, don't be messy no more, you too old for that, right? Just like who am I to say you need to be on your third car in your motherfucking own apartment by 20. No, some people are late starters and some people are late stoppers. I don't want to be a late stopper. I don't want to be out here old as fuck on a motherfucking YouTube arguing. But to each his own. I do give grace and credit when it is a younger person and they don't have it all together. That's expected. But that's the decent person in me. That's the humble beast in me, though. But let's just be clear. I could still pull my dick out whenever I want. I just don't. Sad as fuck when you turned that camera on and I seen that motherfucking house sad and you walked through it proud. You should be proud. But you gotta, and you know what I said? You know what the fuck I said? I said, well, that's his son room. You talking about a DIY and your son walls is decorated with free posters from the giveaway thing with things that he covered at school. You got it hung on the wall with tape. My son's schoolwork is in a shadow box. 3 of them to be exact. They was on his wall. And then when I changed the decor in his room that I do change uh, sometimes every season, every 6 months or so, I changed the whole entire thing. But at one point, that's where his work was at that he did with his little, yeah, I know how the kids make you the Mother's Day pictures and they got their handprints and stuff in kindergarten. Yeah, my son's shit was in the shadow box, not taped to the motherfucking wall with a rat catcher. I don't decorate my son's motherfucking wall with paper and great value tape. That's not a decoration. That belongs somewhere in a folder for when he get the fuck older. Go laminate it at least, if you know what that means and how to do that. Go laminate it at least so it don't look like that. Somebody should have DIY'd that motherfucking tacky ass picture frame that was randomly hanging up with a real picture on the side of it. That one wasn't in no frame. I would never. You talking about I don't know what you got. I know what you do got when you turned that camera on, just like you know what I got when I turned mine the fuck on. Now drag that. If the only thing you could drag is calling me a pale head, the truth, that's the truth right there. That's the only fact you motherfucking had, nigga. And if that's the only fact you had out of everything you said, I'm good with that. Because everything I just said about you on this live, not about your mother, because I don't know what that lady do, but about you, it was all facts. I spoke on what I seen you show. Now, if you want me to, I can unprivate the halls. Because the halls is now I privated the halls. But if you want me to, I can unprivate the halls since you want to talk sneakers and closets. I don't feel like turning my baby in his bed sleep. I don't feel like I ain't got on nothing but a panty and a bra right now. I ain't turning on no motherfucking camera. I done did all that. Your son got any your son got any Yeezys? Do you buy him Yeezys? Because if you could afford it, I know you would. Because anybody that was hype about them ugly ass New Balance, we don't do those. Where the motherfucking 90s, 60s at? We don't do those. Who? Don't nobody wear that shit. Well, that ain't nothing fly. They in the stores and people buying them, but then make them joints. The 1906 is where it's at. Had my 1906 the other day. That's where it's at with those. Them a little pricey though. I paid 110 for those. I wear them when I'm running outside in the rain to the store real quick. Maybe to the dumpster though, because they so fucking comfortable. Just like them Saucony's I posted. Those was 100. My son got the same ones for back to school. My son had on Moschino as a motherfucking newborn. Let's not do kids. My oldest, when he was a newborn, he had on like academics and rock and wear shit because that's when that shit was out. Y'all let that boy go over there and talk sneakers about me. Or y'all wrong for that when all y'all done seen the collection. Or y'all seen it. But y'all make sure y'all don't screenshot that because that ain't tea to y'all because that's some shit you jealous of anyway. That ain't tea. You ain't about to show that. But y'all done been on through my motherfucking closet and my baby closet and y'all let him go over there and say that shit. Only New York nigga I seen and I ain't got a fresh butters or wheats on his motherfucking feet. I bet you if you do, you wear them every year. Bitch, I buy a new pair every year. I buy white Uptowns like they disposable. Once they get dirty, ain't no scrubbing them. Oh, I got a short coming, by the way, of how I clean my son sneakers, his Yeezys and shit like that. He been wearing Yeezys ever since a pair came out that I liked. 3 pairs of Yeezys in my room right now. You can lick the bottom, ain't never touched the ground. Where yours at? Where yours at? Oh, I do got some Reeboks up here, 5411 size 7 in girls. Two strap, bust down type shit, fly shit. Put that shit on type shit. I could wear a brand new pair of sneakers every day for 30 days if I motherfucking really want to. If I really go in the front closet and pull out everything, I have to swap my clothes. Do you have to swap your clothes and shoes? I have to put away my summer sneakers and pull out my winter sneakers. It ain't enough room to do both. Yeah, because they don't make croc style Tims. They don't do that. Them probably, because Tims and men now was like 2 and some change. Ain't anybody I ain't got time for that. Where your coat at? Always got on a hoodie outside. But you want to talk about me. My son got 3, 4, 5 North Faces. He get a North Face every motherfucking year. Every year. Sometimes 2. If I catch one on sale. Because one thing I'm going to do is get a sale. So you mean to tell me when your raggedy ass see a sale, you say, hey, Mr. Salesman, put that back to full price. I don't want the sale price. That's what you say, you dumb motherfucker? Mr. Salesman. No, I don't want to pay full price. You ain't tell Shein to charge you full price. You went in there and bought the cheapest shit you could find and used the promo code and got it and realized you couldn't fit none of it. Matter of fact, the one outfit you posted in, these motherfuckers drug you so bad, so viciously, and I ain't say nothing about it. You talking about when bitches was out here dragging me, you ain't say nothing about it. No motherfucker, when they was out here dragging you for the free to filth, I ain't say nothing about it. I've been stop shopping on Shein for my motherfucking son. I got tired of that cheap ass shit. You really gotta know what you buying. And if you do still want to shop Shein, you gotta sift through it. Instead of the $3.99 shirt, go ahead and get the $10 shirt. The $10 shirt would be more worth it. He the one came up here. Guess what, guys? Hey, troll, hey everybody that came in. Guess what, guys? I just got $150 worth of clothes off of Shein. Bitch, I'm talking about who the fuck? Who? Ouch. Who the fuck you just say to me? My baby father, he did. The fuck? Spin the wheel. I spent the wheel the other day, JJ, because I'm doing my kitchen. That's in my 2-bedroom in white and gold. So I spent the wheel because I want to get the gold utensils for the low. Because the utensils are so expensive for the gold ones. I do not want to pay $30 for no fucking forks and spoons because they gold. I really don't. So I go up there to Shein and see if I can get it for the low. They had it for the low, y'all, but you know what they did? When I went to put it in the cart, the price changed. And I don't like when Shein and Temu do that, so I don't do that no more. But Shein, Temu, and even people don't talk about AliExpress no more. They got the best household items. I gotta give it to them. Their household items that's kind of on the luck side. That's where you go to. Please don't go up there buying no sneakers. Please don't go up there buying no clothes. Even if because they got a partnership with like New Balance and name brand sneakers now. You know what I'm saying? So even if they don't, you just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't knocking nobody for having Talking about I'm gonna be in jail in El Salvador. That's where them clothes got threaded up at and put together at out in El Salvador somewhere. That's why they don't fit. That's why the shorts look like you had them on backwards. That's why they look like you had them on upside down. Because they came from Shein and they went and made them in a sweatshop. Since we talking about sweatshops and shit. You ain't hear me say shit about nobody being on the border, being in no water, and being no spick and wetback and all that. No, no, no. That's what we not gonna motherfucking do, bitch. You started it. A food stamp getting motherfucker in a food stamp household got the motherfucking nerve. Maybe that's why you ain't have no money to make your own donation. Because you too busy spending your cash on food. Maybe that's why. That was an embarrassment, by the way. That's why you ain't want nobody out here talking about the donations and shit. That's why you got so mad at old girl. That's why you got so mad. Because it highlighted how much money you couldn't donate. That's what it did. Pop all that motherfucking shit. And let some motherfucking you so mad at the motherfucking community for who they speak with and who they speak to or who they decide to have a conversation with when you should be mad at yourself for not being able to help more than that. Somebody outbidded you. A young lady gave her $500. Go get that $20 back and pay that person back that loaned it to you. Just give them their money back because the old girl donated that $500 when it should have been over after that. Rest in peace, Faith. Don't front and center me. I ain't got no smoke with you. You ain't give me my front and center before you went, and I'm mad at you about that. Because if you ask Vine, I told Vine, I said, I'm still like, before she passed, I said, I'm waiting for her to front and center me. I said, I want a cash out to get her off my ass, Vine. I'm scared. And we laughed about it. Thank God I don't really violate people because people do die every day. I don't be violating people because then you look stupid when they die. You got so much to motherfucking say. Let's finish talking facts, bitch. You got so much to say about people speaking to people that you felt like violated a person that's no longer here. But when Regina passed away, you shared out her obituary in a nasty manner. You forgot about that? But see, nobody mentioned that. Y'all ain't know that, did y'all? He shared it and with a blowing smoke emoji, trying to be funny. Because at the time, you know, Chubbs was all in her feelings. Not all in her feelings, but she was like emotional about it and shit like that. So he did that to get under certain people's skin. But then he wants you to respect his dad, though. And nobody mentioned that shit. All the people that's always marching for right and marching with their signs up, nobody spoke on him sharing out Regina obituary. Nobody over here did that. Nobody violated anybody that's passed away from J4K. I know I didn't, and I didn't take part in anybody that did, if they did. There's the motherfucking facts. Now go tell him he wrong. Go tell him he all types of wrong for that, if that's how it went down. I'm racist. I was raised to be. You want to talk facts again? I was raised to be. My godmother white, but I was raised to be. My family was very upset at my mother for that. I've told this story too. I was raised to be, and I am against certain people. Not you. Not you. I said what I said to you, and it wasn't racist. Because if it was, then what you said to me was racist. And that's just that. Even Steven.